Did you accomplish anything on your trip to Paris?
Well, I think probably our greatest accomplishment was the amount of publicity that we did get. Thank goodness, I think now a lot more people in this country are aware of the large number of women and children who are without husbands and fathers.
How do you feel about it, Ms. Owens?
I feel the same. I feel like that by the trip, so many people have heard it, and I feel that that will be a big help.
You still do not know the status of your husband?
No, I don't. Now, they did tell these women that they would let us hear something, the status, but we don't know whether to believe it or not.
Are you looking for something in the near future then?
I've been looking a long time. I'll continue to look.
What are you going to do now?
Just still hope and pray.
Do you feel the trip was well organized, it was well planned, Mrs.?
Well, it was an amazing problem to get that many people from all over the country all to the airports at the same time and everything else. And certainly I think from that viewpoint it was very well organized, especially for the benefit of the children.
What are you going to do now?
Well, I'm going to go home and take a hot bath. And after that, I'm still going to work on possibly a trip to Paris myself later in the year.
Have you made any efforts through the Soviet Union to contact your husband?
Yes, there have been efforts made through the family, through the embassy in Washington and the legation in New York at the UN. They've come to nothing thus far.
What happened in Paris, and what was the comments that came from the Vietnamese delegation?
What happened was that they saw 3 women from our group as a representative group, and the North Vietnamese told the women that the names of all prisoners would be gradually released, however, not through governmental forces, and giving no idea of the time limit as to what gradually meant.
Did they have any comment about Mr. Perot's effort to move medical supplies and Christmas gifts to prisoners in Vietnam?
No, they made no direct comment on that.
What do you think about his efforts now?
Well, he's still trying. I'll give him that. Unfortunately, I don't think that he's going to get it through, but I'm glad he is trying for us.
Ms. Kushner, were you able to move about freely?
No, we weren't. We were kept to the buses, either kept on the buses or in the transit area of the airline terminal. This was for our protection. The French police were fearful of a counter-demonstration, and they didn't want the women and children to get involved in this sort of thing.
Was anybody along from the State Department?
No, this, again, I want to emphasize, the North Vietnamese didn't seem to understand this. This trip had nothing whatsoever to do with the government. It was a completely private venture.
What did you think of your trip?
I enjoyed it, and I think I learned a whole lot, and I can tell my class, but I didn't really understand that much.